It's clear that skateboarding has a large and growing global community, especially after the insurgent into the Olympics that skateboarding had in 2021. But why do 99% of skateboarders quit? This video is also sponsored by Squarespace. Well, there are 5 main reasons why people quit, but stick around to the end if you want to watch me skate this park behind me. Number 1, lack of fulfillment. Some people who skateboard just don't feel a sense of fulfillment or joy, so they move on to something else that may make them feel those things. Someone's here to mow the lawn. Okay, let's find a new location. Number 2, stress or burnout. Just feeling compelled to become a better skateboarder can make you feel overwhelmed. And some people quit because of that. Number 3 is incompatibility. Some people's values just change as they get older, so skateboarding doesn't match those values and they find a hobby that suits them better. Number 4, financial reasons. Skateboards can be pretty expensive. I've had friends who've broken a lot of skateboards as they went along, and that actually caused them to skate a lot less, which can eventually cause them to stop skating altogether. And number 5 is personal circumstances. There can be something in your life that affects your motivation, or you can just think about the long-term goal. When you're 30 or 40, maybe you have different priorities and you think about that beforehand, so you quit early on. I had a friend do this in South Carolina, and he told me recently that he regrets every day that he quit. So keep that in mind. Ultimately, the decision to quit is a personal one and can be determined by a variety of factors. Now, a lot of times when this question is posed, people will say, well, people quit because it's hard. But is that really enough reason for someone to quit? Well, sometimes. On one hand, you have people who are discouraged pretty quickly because they're not growing as fast as they think they should. But a lot of people actually see the difficulty of skateboarding as a challenge. They try an ollie and they realize how far away they are from it, and that can actually motivate them to spend more time to do it so that they can accomplish these goals. Yes, this video should be called Why 99% of People Quit Anything, but I like to dress up these videos with a side of skateboarding. So is skateboarding harder than other hobbies? Well, it depends what you're trying to achieve. With some hobbies, it's easier to look like you're better quicker, like scootering. But if you take the experts in any field, although it looks different, it's just as difficult to become an expert in anything. Discipline is overrated. I think sometimes it's okay to be romantic about this idea of what you gravitate towards. Some hobbies are just gonna seem more fun for you. And there are a myriad of reasons why skateboarding might not be your passion. Like your environment, which exposes you to different experience and subjects and could just lead you to have different preferences. Natural ability. I kind of hate this concept, so I think of it more as a natural gravitation, just other things pull you in different directions. Personality traits. You may have a desire for creativity, intellectual stimulation, or you might be someone who is stimulated by physicality. I would argue that skateboarding relies on 2 of these. I mean, you don't really need to know math to be a good skateboarder. Values and belief system. Maybe right now you're more focused on trying to do things for the overall cause of humanity. Maybe you're more focused on social justice issues rather than skateboarding. External influences. Obviously, if you're in a community with less skateboarders or less people talking about skateboarding, it might be more difficult for you to stay inspired for a long period of time. So I've listed reasons why people quit things and reasons why people have different passions, but what if you're close? What if you love skateboarding, you have a lot of fun skateboarding, but you just don't feel that consistent motivation, but you want to feel that motivation? Well, at the end of the day, I do see hobbies on a spectrum. You can have smoking, which might be the unhealthy hobby, and then you can have working out every day, which is a great hobby. I do think skateboarding is closer to the spectrum of healthy. I think it's a very, very healthy hobby for anyone to take on. Although these contests are kind of pushing the idea of skateboarding out there, I do hope it's a gateway for people to see the real value, in my opinion, of skateboarding, which is creativity, community, exploration, and physical longevity. Right now, we know that skateboarding is growing and has a large community, and you can find your community within that community in skateboarding on Instagram or your local skate park, at the local skate shop, etc. There's people out there that you can meet all over the world who love the thing you love. Obviously, with creativity, the world around you changes as a skateboarder because now you look at the world as more of a playground rather than what it's initially built for. And obviously with physical longevity, you're moving around a lot, you're getting exercise. Sometimes you just need to get air, and riding on your skateboard is a nice, relaxing way of being outside, which I love being. Ironically, skateboarding is seen as a young person's sport, but I feel like it's such an amazing tool for adults to get into, as long as you take it slow and don't just think the first day you're gonna learn 360 flips. So let's say you are trying to improve faster or stay motivated. Here's 5 tips, but first, a word from our sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the best website for building websites. You don't need a design eye. They actually have these award-winning templates to choose from, and it's essentially drag and drop. It's so easy to build. You can just replace whatever text they have with your text. You can do blogs, you can have an online store, you can essentially create your own social media universe because people can comment. You can actually set up courses as well that people can buy from your site, and now they can link to third-party sites that can actually distribute your clothing for you. So now you don't need your own factory or warehouse to send out product, which is incredible. But if you want to check it out, you can click the link in the description down below to get 10% off your first purchase or domain, or go to squarespace.com/JohnHill to get that same deal, or you can just sign up for free, try it out. But for anybody out there who's a creative entrepreneur in any way, I think it's an amazing place to start, and not only start, but you know, I'm on there every day. So thanks a lot, Squarespace, and now for those tips. 1, set specific goals. Luckily with skateboarding, this is pretty easy. A kickflip, you can have these very objective goals to try to reach. A kickflip, manual, 10 feet, ollie over a skateboard. You can start setting those goals in hopes that you get to that point. A kickflip is a great place to start. Number 2, practice consistently. I think consistency is more important than intensity. So if you want to go outside 10 minutes a day and just cruise around and maybe pop a couple ollies here and there, you'll get more used to skateboarding and you'll be more comfortable with it before you even know it. Number 3, seek feedback. Put yourself in a position to where other people can kind of comment on your skateboarding. You can find people on Instagram that you like or that maybe skate close to your level. You can comment on their profile, they'll comment back on your profile, or you can actually just send skaters a clip and say, hey, like, is there anything that you would work on with this? Do you know why I'm lacking in this way? And if they don't reply, do not take it personal. Some people don't check their DMs. But try to find someone out there that can look at your clips and give you some sort of critique. Number 4, challenge yourself consistently. I go by the Aaron Homoki words of try something that scares you every single day. And luckily, I'm a very scared person, so that's really not difficult to do with skateboarding. Obviously, practicing consistently is good, but once you get your goal, you learn the kickflip, you know, challenge yourself, push it, do a kickflip while moving, do it off a curb, do it up a curb, etc. And number 5, learn from others. Also, this is the best way to stay motivated in my opinion. So find people on Instagram that you like, again, as I said before, and just watch people that inspire you to go outside every day. If there's a clip that got you into skateboarding in the first place, follow that account and just go to that account every day right before you go skating and be like, yes, now I'm feeling it. I actually have a select amount of skaters that I watch pretty consistently that get me really hyped to go skate. Again, skateboarding might not be the hobby that you stick with, and don't fall into the sunk cost fallacy. There's never a wasted moment while skateboarding. It should always be about the ride, not where you're going with skating. So even if you opt out one day after skating for 10 years and you're like, I've built up all this skill, all of that is worth something. All of it goes somewhere. All the lessons you learned while learning all those tricks can be applied into new fields as you move forward. So never think of any second on a skateboard as a waste. On that note, I say we go in the skate park on this very, very windy day and see if we can accomplish anything. Well, it looks like the rain is about to come down. I hope you took something out of this video. If you did, let me know down below. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. I will see you every Tuesday and Thursday for a new video on this channel. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.